New York Yankees Recaps podcast.
All right, today I want to talk about two Yankees prospects that have been getting a lot of attention. All right, the first of these prospects that I want to talk about is Davy Garcia. He's a right-handed pitcher. He's entering his age 21 season. He was born on May 19th, 1999, so he's only going to be 21 in May. He started the MLB Futures game last season and pitched a scoreless inning. He features a fastball that has a very good spin rate. Think about Chad Green and how he blows it by people at 96, 97. But he can touch 97, 98. Also, he has a devastating overhand curveball as a strikeout pitch. His numbers were just okay last year. 26 games, 21 starts, 111 and one-third innings, 165 strikeouts, so well more than a strikeout per inning. 4.28 ERA and 1.347 walks and hits per innings pitched. But in the minors, you can kind of disregard those numbers as they're working on things. So he's not ready yet, but he's on his way. You'd have to imagine that he will be the third or fourth in line to make a spot start after the opener. You know, Chad Green or Luis Cessa or Jonathan Loaizaga or whomever doesn't win the number 5 spot, whether it's Jordan Montgomery or Jay Happ, though I think Happ may still get traded. Garcia has been compared to Pedro Martinez because he's so small and throws so hard. He's 5'9", 163 pounds, so you worry about his longevity and the injury concerns with a guy like that. But otherwise, he's a great prospect, and I expect the Yankees to use him this season if there are any injuries. The other prospect I want to talk about is Jasson Dominguez, named after Jason Giambi. Grew up a Yankees fan, nicknamed the Martian because his skills are so outrageous that he's almost not human. He is indeed human. He's just 16 years old. He'll be 17 in February. He's a switch hitter, and he's 5'10", 190 pounds. Scouts who saw guys like Trout and Bryce Harper and Ken Griffey Jr. as teenagers say that he's farther along than any of those guys. Same thing with Juan Soto. Melky Cabrera made it to the Yankees at 20. Can Dominguez make it by 19, maybe? Be a teenage center fielder, a la Mickey Mantle? He has a cannon for an arm. His speed is compared to Bo Jackson, the legendary running back and two-sport star from the 80s and 90s. Mike Trout, obviously the best player in the game, and his power is compared to Mickey Mantle. As you can see, he's got a great swing. He's a switch hitter. All reports are that, despite his nickname, he's a really down-to-earth kid. And the Yankees gave him $5 million when they drafted him last year. Actually, they didn't draft him. They signed him as an international free agent. And Baseball America called him a shorter version of Yoan Moncada with comparable tools. I don't mind that he's a smaller version. That means a smaller strike zone. It's harder to strike guys out when they have a smaller strike zone. And if he has power like they say he does, that could be good news for the Yankees in the future. So, looking forward to these two guys. Stay tuned all season. I plan to do a lot more prospect profiles. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the podcast on iTunes and Stitcher and Apple Podcasts and all that stuff. And catch me every week and every day on YouTube.